So think about all the devices you rely on every day. Your laptop, your camera gear, maybe an e-bike or an electric scooter, or even a motorized wheelchair. They all have one thing in common: they all run on lithium batteries, and they all require hours plugged into the wall. We plug the batteries in, we walk away, and usually we leave them there long after they've hit 100%. But leaving a battery constantly subjected to that maximum wall voltage causes a long-term chemical stress, slowly degrading its overall lifespan. Therefore, finding a way to automatically, completely disconnect the power the moment the device is full is the holy grail for battery health. Today, we're looking at how the ChargeGuard IQ solves this across all your gear. Now you might think, why not just use a standard cheap wall timer? But a regular timer doesn't know if your laptop was at 10% or 90% when you plugged it in. It just counts down blindly. Therefore, it's a guessing game. The ChargeGuard IQ works completely differently. It doesn't look at time, it monitors electrical behaviour. Every single one of these devices, from a small camera pack to a massive e-bike battery, follows a specific charging curve. As the battery fills up, the amount of current it draws drops down to a teeny trickle. This is called the tail current. The ChargeGuard IQ watches for that exact flattening point. It learns the specific idle current of whatever charger you've plugged into it, realizes the battery is full, and physically cuts the power at the wall. It completely removes the human error of forgetting to unplug your gear. Now, I reached out directly to the product team to get the exact breakdown on how it handles different devices. And this is where you need to pay attention so you don't get false cutoffs. While you don't need to change anything for different battery capacities on the same charger, switching to a completely different charger changes everything. Every charging brick has a totally different electronic signature, but the device remembers the last one it used. Therefore, if you move this from your camera dock over to an e-bike or mobility scooter charger, you must manually reset it and let it relearn the new device from scratch. If you skip this step, it won't recognize the new tail current correctly. So why is this a game changer? It comes down to two things: battery longevity and ultimately peace of mind. Replacing a proprietary laptop battery, a specialized camera pack, or a large e-bike battery array can cost hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars. By cutting the power the second the tail current bottoms out, you prevent that prolonged high voltage cooking effect. It also features a built-in 10-hour safety backup shutoff. Now, as the team pointed out to me, this isn't a magic fix for a physically damaged or faulty battery cell. You still need common sense and inspect your gear. But for normal daily use, it acts as an intelligent buffer that keeps your expensive cells healthy for years longer. There's a few steps to get this working. First, we want to put our ChargeGuard and plug it into the wall. Next, we want to charge our battery, usually between 90 and 100%. So this battery is already charged, and that's the important part there. Okay, what we want to do is we want to put our fully charged battery into our charger, connect our charger to the ChargeGuard. We want to press the IQ button once and it'll illuminate solid blue. And then we want to press and hold the IQ button for 7 seconds until it begins flashing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's flashing. Release the button and it'll return to solid blue. So what we want to do now is we want to leave everything connected. After 1 minute, the IQ button will begin flashing for a further 5 minutes. The ChargeGuard IQ will then automatically turn off and cut the power to the device. So what we've done there is we've set our target charge level is now saved in the ChargeGuard IQ's memory. So all we've got to do now when we've got an empty battery is just simply plug it in, press the IQ button once, and we're done. it will charge the battery and then cut off once it's fully charged. So for each battery charger you should have one of these for each one, and probably just mark it which one belongs with which charger. If you have an e-bike, then one for your e-bike, maybe write e-bike on there. If you have one for workshop batteries, you could put your brand of battery charger that you're using it with. If I wanted to stop using it for my workshop batteries and start using it for my e-bike charger as well, I can unplug it from here, reset it, and there is a process to reset it, teach it what is 100% or 90% on my e-bike, and it will learn that, and then I can just leave it there connected, and it will charge to 100 or 90%, whatever the battery's level was, and then turn off automatically. So if you have gear that constantly sits on a charger in the office, the studio, or the garage, adding an adaptive cutoff like this is a massive win for your back pocket over the long run. It does the thinking, so you don't have to. So let me know in the comments below, what's one device you're most guilty of leaving plugged in overnight? Drop a comment, hit the like button if this explanation made sense, and subscribe for more tech and workshop deep dives. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.